Hi dears, good morning. Welcome to our online maths class. Children, how many blocks we finished now? How many blocks we finished? 4 blocks. Is it? And we conducted a small test based on block 1. And I'm so happy that most of you have done it very well. And some of you have some doubts in block 1. Is it? Which portion you have doubt? It's definitely rounding of numbers. Most of you asked me the doubts about how to do the rounding of the numbers to nearest 10 and how to do its nearest to 100. So children, I am not starting the block 5 now. We can discuss the rounding of the numbers nearest to 10 and nearest to 100 with some easy steps. Today we are going to discuss it. Okay. And after watching this class, you don't have doubt about rounding of numbers to nearest to 10 and 100 in your life. Shall we start our class? Okay. So first we can do rounding off to nearest 10. So first I am going to write here a number 3724. We have to do the rounding off nearest to 10 first. Okay, then you always keep in your mind that when we round off a number to nearest to 10, that number should end in 0. 10 has 1 0. So this number should end in 0. End in 0 means in one's place that number is 0. So we can put first the number as 0 here. I am writing it from here, one stance like that. Okay. Then what is the next step? You check the number at the ones place. Okay. Ones place. What is that number? That is 4. And this 4 is less than 5. We know that 4 is less than 5. So no need. This number at the tens place has no change. So we can put it as 2 itself and the other 3 numbers remain same. Okay, the number at the tens place has no change if the number at the ones place is less than 5. Okay, understood? Then rounding off this number 3724 is 3720. Understood? We can consider the same another number 3726. How to do, children? First we have to write which number? The number at the ones place. So it should end in 0. So the number should be in 0. We are discussing about what? Discussing about rounding off the number to nearest 10. And check the number at the ones place. What is that? It is 6. And we know that 6 is greater than 5. So what to do? The number at the tens place will change. How it will change? If the number at the ones place is greater than 5, we should add plus 1 to this number. To which number? The number at the tens place. So it becomes equal to 3. And the other numbers, that is the number at the hundreds place and number at the thousands place remains same. Clear? Easy now? We can do one more example, 3725. Okay. What is the number at the ones place? It's 5. This the number should end in which number, children? 0, because we are doing the rounding off to nearest 10. So this number ends in 0. So number at the ones place is 0. Then what is the next step? You check the number at the ones place. What is that? 5. We know that 5, that's equal to 5, not greater than or not less than, it is equal to 5. And if the number at the ones place is equal to 5 or greater than 5, we should add plus 1 to the number at the tens place. Okay, so what will be this number? This becomes equal to 3 and the number at the hundreds place and thousands place remains same. So after rounding off the 3725, we get 3730. Okay, we can consider another example. Suppose the number is 8240. 8240, and we want to round off this number to nearest 10. So you check the number at the ones place. What is that number? 0. So what to do? No need to round off this number. This is already round off to nearest 10. Okay. So after rounding off, the number remains same. This is because the number at the ones place is 0. So no need to change it. Then we can consider another example, 8241. And children, I told you after rounding off to nearest 10, that numbers ones place should be, that number should be ends in 0. So we can put 0, the ones place first. Okay. Then check this number. Check this number. Number at the ones place. That is 1. So 1 is less than 5. So what we have to do? We want to add plus 1 to here? No. The number at the tens place remains same. That is, it is 4. Okay. And the numbers, other numbers remain same. Okay. And if the number is 8245, what we have to do first? Write the number at the ones place first. This 5 becomes equal to 0. Then check the number at the ones place. It is equal to 5. 5 is there. It's equal to 5. If the number at the ones place is equal to 5 or greater than 5, what we have to do? We should add plus 1 to the number at the tens place. So this number becomes equal to 5. This 4 changed into 5 and other two numbers remains same. Clear? Example 8247. This is easy now. Do it yourself. How to do? What we have to do first? We should put a 0 at the ones place. Then check the number at the ones place. It is 7. Okay, 7 is greater than or less than 5? 7 is greater than 5. So what we have to do? We should add plus 1 to the number at the tens place. So this number is equal to 8250. Clear? Any more doubts? No. No? Okay. Then children, we can discuss next how to round off the number to nearest 100. How to do it. Okay, we can consider the same example. What we have wrote first is 3724. The same number we can consider. Okay, and children, I told you during rounding off to nearest 10, that number should end in 0. Okay, and now we are going to do rounding off to nearest 100. So, that number, this number after rounding off ends in 2 zeros, that is in ones place, and in tens place there is 0. So, we can put 2 zeros. This is at ones place and this is at tens place. Then what we have to check? In rounding off to 10, we checked the number at the ones place. Here we have to check the number at the tens place. Okay. That you keep in your mind. When we do the rounding off to nearest 100, you check the number at the tens place. What is this number? That is 2, and we know that 2 is less than 5. So, no need to change the digit. Okay, no need to change this number. So, this number remains 3700. After rounding off to 3722-24, we get 3700. How you got that? How we got that? Because we know that after rounding off to nearest 100, these two numbers, this number ends in 0, that is in ones place and tens place we have zeros. Okay, then we have to write the other digits. Then how to write it? Check the number at the tens place. That is 2. We know that 2 is less than 5. So, no change the number at the hundreds place. Okay, another example we can consider 3754. Okay. Then what I told you, during rounding off to nearest 100, we have the number after rounding off. That number ends in zeros, that is at ones place, and at tens place the numbers are zeros. The digits are zeros. Okay. Then which number we have to check here? The number at the tens place. What is the number here? That is 5. We know that 5 equal to 5, and like that of the rounding off to nearest 10. Here also, if the number is equal to 5 or greater than 5, plus 1 is added to number at the hundreds place. What is the number here? It is 7. So, 7 plus 1 is 8, and the number at the thousands place, the digit at the thousands place remains same. So, after rounding off 3754, we got 3800. We can consider one more example, 3784. Okay. So, after rounding off, the number at the ones place is 0 and the number at the tens place is also 0. So, put 2 zeros. Then what to do? Which number? We have to, which digit? We have to check the number at the tens place. What is the number at the tens place? That is 8. So, what we have to do? We should add plus 1 to this number. To which number? This 7, the number at the hundreds place. So, this becomes equal to 8 and the number at the thousands place remains same. So, the number is 3800. 800. Understood? We can consider one more example. 8,282. 8,242. 8,242. Then what we have to do? We know that these two number, after rounding off, this number ends in 2 zeros, that we can put first number at the ones place is this and the number at the tens place is this. Okay. Then check the number at the tens place. What is that? 4. And we know that 4 is less than 5. Then what we have to do? We have to add plus 1 here? No. So, these numbers remain same. The number at the tens, digits at the hundreds place and digit at the thousands place remain same. And after rounding off to 8,242, we get 8,200. Okay. Then another one, 8,252. How to do this, children? How to do? We can put the number, the digit at the ones place and digit at the tens places are zeros. Then check the number at the tens place, because we are doing rounding off to nearest 100, and during this we should check the number at the tens place, and this is 5, and we know that 5, that is equal to 5. So plus 1 is added to which number? The digit at the hundreds place. So this becomes equal to 3 and this becomes equal to 8. Okay. Then another 8,282. Can you do it alone? Then children, after rounding off, the ones place is 0. The digit at the tens place is also 0. Then check the number here. What is that? 8. 8 is greater than 5. Then what we have to do? We should add plus 1 to number at the hundreds place. So this is 3 and this is 8. So after rounding off, we get 8,300. Understood? We can consider one more example. If the number is 3,100, this 0 and 1. 3,101. We have to round off this number to nearest 100. So children, what we have to do? What we have to do? We should write the number at the digit at the ones place and tens place, because these two numbers ends in zeros. Okay, then you check the number at the tens place. It is 0 and we know that 0, that is less than 5. So want to add plus 1 here? Want to add? No. So what with these numbers, this digit remains same in, that is the digit at the hundreds place remains same and the thousands place remains 3. Okay. And in your workbook there was a question, that is in page number 5, block 1, page number 5, there was a question. Write two numbers that can be rounded off to 2400. What is that question, children? What is the meaning of that question? A number is given. What was that number? 2400. Okay. And our question is, which numbers we can round off to this number? After rounding off, we get 2400. And which are those numbers that is asked? Okay. A lot of numbers we can round off to nearest 2400, nearest 100. Okay, because these two numbers ends in 2 zeros. So how to do this, children? How to do? We can put these two numbers, we can put any two numbers, any two digits here. So first we have to write 1, we can put here. Okay. And we can also put 2, then 4, 2, 2421, because these two, the digit at the tens place should not be greater than 5. Okay, so any number we can write here, 2432. Then 2410, any number we can do, 2400, then this should be less than 5. Okay, so 2005, like that, anyway we can write. We should check the number at the tens place. It should not be greater than 5. If we are rounding off these numbers to nearest 100, these all numbers we get 2400. Okay, and suppose that if the digit at the tens place is greater than 5, the digit at the tens place is greater than 5. Suppose it is equal to, at the ones place it is 2 and at the tens place it is 8. Then what will be the number at the hundreds place? It should be less than 4. So we can put 3 here and 2 here. 4 minus 1 should be here. Why? After rounding off, we put here 0, 0. And this number, during rounding off to nearest 100, what we have to do? We check the number at the tens place. This is 8. Okay, and 8. So we have to add plus 1. So it becomes equal to 2 and this. Okay, we can write some more example. 2, 3, and this digit should be greater than 5. So 9 we can write. Then 2, 3, 6, 5, all these we can round off to 2400. Clear? I hope all of you understood how to do the rounding off to nearest 10 and how to rounding off to nearest 100. Okay, clear? Let's wind up today's class. Okay children, bye.